baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros.
Anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And starting this one, Ronel Blanco. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows to keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Trent Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Line drive, base hit. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Here is Aaron feeling good coming in. Ball. Grisham gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And it's into the gap. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Here's Stanton now. Fastball for a strike.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Fouls away the first offering.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Carlos Rodon.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boo. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Two on, one out. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Alvarez drifts towards it. He's got it. And there's two away.
Batting fifth, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And this one gets away and can't squeeze it. But all the runners hold. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. Yeah! To the right side. Now Altuve handles it. Tosses to first, and that's the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're dialed into the show. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. When it comes to limiting damage, he's been one of the best in the league. Quite a list he's a part of.
Yeah, but command and movement, that's been his formula all year. He just keeps making things happen.
You don't see hard contact, and you don't see many rallies off him either, Singy.
Yeah, it's a blueprint for dominance, and he's following it perfectly. He's as consistent as any pitcher in the league. Total gamer.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Rodon was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Yeah, not a lot of pitchers racking up complete games nowadays, so that last start of his really stands out for me. When you can eat innings like that, you take a big weight off your bullpen, and that's very valuable.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second, left fielder.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. As per usual, one of the best players in the sport, Yordan Alvarez.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Yordan Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Rodon ready, the 0-2 on the way. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Ball one.
That one ripped, but foul. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. Back to the mound. He's got it. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, scoreless after one. Back here in Houston, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Goldie, a former MVP, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One down.
Batting seventh, catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells, the next to hit.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
And a base hit right there. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. Volpe in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Two on, one out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
On the ground to third. Over to Altuve. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
In the air, right side. Judge gets under it, makes the grab. Here comes Carlos Correa. Correa matched a homer in his last game. This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. 2 down.
Batting 7th, first baseman, Christian.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Ground ball left side. Over to Goldie. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Siggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 9th homer of the year. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Doubled in his first AB. And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Stanton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Just a slow ground ball this time. Slings to first and one away in the top of the third.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time.
Hey!
Man at second. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Makes the grab after a long run. Out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Grounded out his first time up. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes the Judge around third, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Laser to the gap, should score the run. That one carrying, and it bangs off the wall. Bellinger is in to score, and they take a 3-run lead. And in its second with an RBI double.
Well done, drives in the run. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Single to right in his first trip. Center field. Myers under it. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankees 3 and the Astros nothing. As we go to the Astros. Myers.
Well, these Astros definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Hey!
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Pena swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Fastball for a strike at 95. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the last half of the third. Stays alive.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Altuve in the box here lets that one go for a ball. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. 2 left for the Astros. Still down 3-0. Back here in Houston, out of the 4th, Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one finds its way through.
Up next for the Yankees. Shortstop.
So a man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. He's 0 for 1. In the air to left center. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
McMahon stands at first with 1 out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man, that got him square in the mask. The 0-2. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and I didn't forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge.
Hey!
The Yanks trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. To second, Altuve. That ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. Fastball for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Struck him out swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. Flied to right his first time.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one's a little bit low. And the count even 1-1. Foul ball. The Astros trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Correa up next for the Astros. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Up next for the Astros.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So a runner at second, 2 down. Christian Walker digs in now. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So the Astros leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready now for the fifth inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hard liner. Alvarez takes it in for the out. One away.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Ground ball right side. Walker steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And makes the grab. And that is that. Yanks held in check, but they lead at 3-0. Here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right through there for a strike. Check swing went around. No balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So next up. Houston, Cam Smith. And that one fouled off. Myers aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, 2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Yankees up by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Got him looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena will hit next. 1 for 2. Hit in the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Yordan.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
0-2 now. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Back after this on the show. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. The Astros turn to a new arm of the mound, Spencer Arrighetti.
Somebody pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. He's 2 for 2. Out towards right center field. Smith has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
One out man at first. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now here's Trent Grisham. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. The beat for one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Yankees 3 and the Astros nothing. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boog. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Swings through that one for strike one. On the ground to the left. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Up next for the Astros, designated hitter,
Isaac Paredes now at the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's low.
The Yankees leading by 3 here in the bottom of the sixth. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-2 now.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Stays alive. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Battling here as he fouls it away. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Slice to right and foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side, and he can't come up with it. The flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Next for the Astros, catcher, Yainer.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Sliced hard but foul. That one way inside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The 1-1 is fouled off. High chopper to third. McMahon whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Up the middle, Altuve. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He swings and fouls one off. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
For the Yankees, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First and second, 2 outs. Paul Goldschmidt now. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead it 3-0.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jake Bird. Here's Carlos Correa. The Astros in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 0-1 fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses. Struck him
Up
out.
next for the Astros, center fielder Jake.
Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers.
damn. No,
He's
that's down.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on.
Aye.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Chisholm tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Houston, ready to begin the 8th. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Now it's going to be Ryan McMahon. In the air out to center. Myers coming on. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Digging in, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 3. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Yankees 3 and the Astros nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Fernando Cruz. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Right fielder, Cam Smith.
Aye.
Right through there for a strike. Cruz, 35 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Got him. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Pena batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Bellinger on the move. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Through 8 full. Yankees 3 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, all set to start the 9th in this one. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a foul straight back. In the air, center field. Myers under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder.
Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. Aaron Judge blasts one out the opposite way. His 11th of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
One down. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. That one well upstairs. Ball 1. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 4 with a double. That's one misses, and it's 1-0. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the 9th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first, got the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Arrighetti done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Brian King into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's the left fielder, Cody Bellinger. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Base hit center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Here is Goldschmidt. Hard hit, but right at him and left. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Astros, So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hey.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Goldie takes it to the bag. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Designated hitter, Isaac Paredes.
And now, Isaac Paredes.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
On the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Out towards right center field. Judge should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, catcher.
So it's their last chance in this one. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Down to their final strike. Diaz wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Got him. Ball game.
This team is absolutely cooking right now. They're running off wins like it's the easiest thing in the world. Today was just like any other day for them. They show up at the ballpark and they expect to take home the W. They're playing some great baseball right now.
5-0 the final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long